This is the Women on the Edge of Attainment podcast. There will be women,
Two,
some edge,
but we are not edgy.
and we're pretty sure there'll be no attainment.
No fear of that.
With me, Laun Bowman.
And me, Osnat Mas.
So what are you guilty of?
Everything. It's all my fault. Wait
Wow.
Wait a second. Again, I need to...
So you sing the It's All My Fault song in your head also?
I don't sing the song for a change. I do not sing a song related to it, but I've decided that I'm taking the blame for everything for one reason. At least I've succeeded to achieve something. So is it yes, it's mine.
So I have this ongoing track in my head that says, it's all your fault, it's all your fault. It's not all your fault. If only I was thinking it was somebody else's fault. Sorry, the song is, it's all my fault, it's all my fault. So, sometimes it's louder than other times, but it's always playing in there. It's like having it's called an earworm, I think.
Earworm.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah. When I hate
Earwig. Is it an earworm or an earwig?
I have no idea because I'm guilty of not hearing this before. But what I can say is that it's probably like when somebody sings an annoying, tells you, oh, did you hear this song? And then that's it for the whole day. And usually when you have these songs in your head, it's just 2 lines that you know if you're lucky. Sometimes it's just 1 line or 2 words and the rest is na. I realize the older I get, the more la I put instead of words when I sing.
Yes, an earworm is a sticky song.
Yeah. Like Gangnam Style.
Stop it. It can be apparently called a brainworm. Who knew?
You know what was really bad? This little frog.
Yes.
I could go for days just going and then get pissed off with myself going.
That was an evil earworm.
I know.
If you want to sort of make political change, negative political change, release something like that, because it will drive people so nuts. They won't. It'll be like that saying "wag the dog."
Yeah.
It'll be like one version. Oh my God! I'm sure that's a persuasion technique we're not supposed to talk about. I'm sure some government in the world has got it as a persuasion technique that you use as your last resort. And they keep these songs in a vault.
It's like Fight Club when he puts those little bits of subconscious.
Yes.
Okay.
So imagine there's a government somewhere who's got all these songs. In a cabinet, okay, and they're just looking for an opportunity where they need to bomb someone that people don't like. They release that song.
I'm sure it's some kind of CIA non-spoken torture mechanism when they put people and they blast the most annoying song for hours.
So what music do you hate? First question in torture. So what music do you hate? Okay, Deezer. You've got to have a Sonos, or you've got to have Alexa. You wouldn't go Deezer. You go, Alexa, play Deezer. Oh, you use Alexa in torture. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Or this could go so wrong. This conversation could go. I don't have the skill to take this to its
I would just do the classic wet towel over the face, but I'll put
Yeah, but you'd need a towel, and you'd need water, and you need to adjust
I'm
the
sure
towel.
they have. Don't worry. They have it in hand. It's not a...
But wouldn't it just be easier to say, Alexa, play?
But you need to have an added value.
An added value?
Yes.
You don't think music that is excruciating...
Can you imagine this song?
I might choose the towel.
Over and over again. Yeah, exactly. Please electrocute me in my genitals.
The thing that would drive me mad would be the ning, 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 ning. Honestly, that... And then people used to have rings with it on. Remember the stage where you had rings? There are some people who still do it. Ringtones that were like your favorite music.
Yeah.
I was like, why? So I have different tones for different people when a text comes. So I've got one for a friend that goes...
Suitable. Is it me?
It is not you. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I think you wanted to be...
I'm going to text you now to hear my tone.
It isn't you. And I feel bad that it isn't you. Like
You feel bad that you don't give the most annoying sound ever to my text.
Yes, because you would feel good if it was. You'd feel like you'd achieved something.
I'm aspiring to something really creepy.
Okay.
Here's Johnny.
So is there something like psycho comedy? Or is all comedy psycho?
What?
I'm just thinking.
I'm sure that there is. I don't know. I'm sure.
Psycho comedy. I don't even know what it is. I just put two words together and thought, does it exist?
Probably. I think I'm going to leave now. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, onto the planned topic,
Planned. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Why
Yeah.
do the birds go on singing? No.
Why do the birds go on singing?
Yeah. Why, when a man is a dog,
Yes.
it's a good thing,
Yeah.
and when a woman is a dog, it's a bad thing?
No, but don't they usually call a woman a bitch?
No, it's like, she's a dog means she's so ugly.
Oh. Yes. Okay, I got it now. If I heard a conversation that was happening with those words, I would need
And
to...
I'm not talking about telling about, oh, he's a dog. There is a certain...
Yeah, no, I understand. I would go looking for the canapes or go off and make canapes just to not be part of that
You're
conversation.
so middle class.
No.
You're so middle class. Most people would say, I would go to the kitchen and gorge on some crisps. No, you canapes.
No, but I don't even think I've eaten a canapé. What I'm trying
You have. I'm sure you have, and I'm sure you've made some.
No, I've never made a canapé. I'm willing to learn just to not be part of that conversation. In fact, I might be willing to sew my eyelids together just not to be part of that conversation.
Alexa, can you order needle and thread?
Now, the problem is if somebody's listening to this podcast and the words Alexa, please order needle and thread comes on, and then they're
Alexa.
and Amazon delivers needle and thread. Apparently this has happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Alexa,
order a Jaguar. On a paper.
The animal. This can be extremely dangerous. Alexa, please order a pregnancy test. Why do we say please to fucking Alexa?
Well, you just mean order. Alexa, order.
Yeah, but I always say I realized I say sometimes please and thank you to
Inanimate objects.
to bots.
To bots.
Yeah, it's a bot.
Okay. You know we haven't even mentioned our planned topic yet?
I know.
I mean, how long are we going to go?
How low can you go?
Because that's a whole thing. We talk to bots as if they're human. Well, with human politeness, because we need to. We need to. The bot doesn't care. Yeah. But we need, if we're requesting something.
What do you say to Google? Do you say, hey Google? Hey Google, can you please play the Scatman?
Right. So we were meant to be talking about... Oh, this is not happening.
So we also didn't say hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, fuck off now. We've helloed you. Anyways. Guilty pleasures.
Ta-da! I was very excited. I thought it was a fantastic topic. And then, I have to do some research because that's how I am. And then I wasn't so excited. Because I thought guilty pleasures was one thing. And then I got sort of an idea online and that was another thing. And then it took me some time to find the definition that suited me. Which explains how people deal with words. You see a definition you don't like and you just keep looking until you find the one that you like.
Sorry, I was thinking about completely different things. I saw your mouth moving, but in my head, I was waiting for it to stop moving so I can come back to the room.
So when you edit this, you'll need to listen to it. So it's not like you've escaped me talking.
Yeah, that is true, unfortunately.
The last laugh is on me. Okay. Do you want to know what guilty pleasures are supposed to be?
Please, bring it on.
Specifically, it's when you like or watch a film or television program or a piece of music, these are specifics, that you enjoy despite feeling that it is generally not held in high regard.
Basically lowbrow.
Lowbrow.
Yeah, highbrow and lowbrow.
So when you say lowbrow, what I think is that I've got eyebrows on my chin.
No, that's just middle age, you know. They start sprouting at a certain point.
Yeah,
It's
but
not-
imagine if we had like eyebrows, like this, you know.
Sometimes I think I do. Luckily, I discovered tweezers. I will definitely be the bearded woman, the ones that have those curls coming out from various places.
Okay, so that was one definition of guilty pleasure, which I couldn't stand. To be honest, I was like, so it's limited to like media?
Yeah, it's limited. Usually, guilty pleasures are culture. It's usually limited to things that have no importance, really.
Okay, so the next definition, which suited me better,
Of course.
said an activity or piece of media, so it doesn't have to be media, that someone enjoys but would be embarrassed if other people found out about it. It might be viewed as shameful by some people. Like trashy romantic novels and watching rom-coms.
The big thing for me about guilty pleasures, that the guilty bit does not resonate. No.
Yes, that's
the
right
guilty
word.
the guilty bit does not exist in me.
Okay, so
There is no
Guilt.
guilty.
oh, you're a guilt-free person.
We started with me being guilty of everything, which I just say so people leave me alone and I feel successful.
No,
But-
everything's your fault.
Yeah, that
but-
means I'm guilty of.
Oh, I see. All right. Yes.
But for me, I'm not ashamed to say that I love Notting Hill. I know that it's ridiculous in any aspect, but I love it. I'm just a girl standing in front. I can watch it in a loop. In a fucking loop.
Basically, what you're saying is
And
that
I don't feel guilty.
guilty pleasures should just read pleasures.
Yes. Why should you be guilty about something that makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside and doesn't hurt anybody else?
Okay, so we have a problem.
We do, yeah.
We have no more
Only
show.
one.
Only one.
Only what you said, we have a problem. I'll take that, yeah. I have a problem.
We have no more show to record because basically we've
That's it.
decided guilty pleasures is a non-thing.
Yeah.
And
No, but I never... I'll tell you this, and most people would consider it as a guilty pleasure. But I don't. I love Eurovision. I always have, and I always will, and I don't care about the politics, and I don't care about the shit music, and I don't care that it's so pompous, way beyond what it's worth in reality.
I do think music's
Love
going to
it.
start playing now because you're moving your shoulders, and I don't this, and I don't
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
do, and any minute now we're
this
going to
is
be
not
in...
dun, dun, dun. This is now the lights on stage dim. There
Okay.
is a spotlight on me.
Yeah.
And I have a hat.
Oh,
and I lift
wow.
it up and down and do
Okay.
like a. I love Chorus Line, the musical.
I understand.
One singular sensation, and you can't forget there is.
And there we go, only 2 lines.
Yeah. And this I don't find annoying. I can in a loop. This and Notting Hill.
Isn't this would be a classic example of guilty pleasure, but you and I both agree it's just a pleasure. So apparently women and men,
Yeah.
according to the internet, have different guilty pleasures. Okay. And the only
Women, it's usually the fluffy stuff. I can guess.
Sorry, can you tell me what's fluffy? Because
this
I'm seeing a
like-
little bunny when you say fluffy.
No,
I'm seeing a
no,
little
it's
stuffed bunny.
what's considered to be fluff, like reading the gossip column. This is what they would say, women. Am
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wrong?
No.
No, I'm not. Exactly. The women
So-
would go for, well, I love reality.
I don't understand. One of the examples is sunbathing. Sunbathing is a guilty pleasure. No, it's not a guilty pleasure. It's an error. It's a calculated error. Well, it's a risk. So it's not even a guilty pleasure. It's a risk.
First of all, sunbathing is never pleasurable. You lie and you sweat just to get your pigments responding to something, and hopefully it would prevent you from looking like Casper the Friendly Ghost. I'm talking about me.
It's baking.
Yes. Or frying, depends on what you
Yeah,
put
baking
on.
or broiling, as the Americans say, which I don't actually understand what broiling is. I looked it up. I'm still not clear.
Yeah.
Maybe if you listen, you can explain. Like,
What is broiling?
no, not brailing, broiling.
Broiling. What is broiling?
Yeah, and like with pictures. If you listen,
No pictures, please. Definitely not on the DMs. I will not open those and I will report you.
Okay, what's
don't
the difference between guilty pleasure and hedonism?
I wouldn't know. I don't know. I don't think me watching Notting Hill is hedonism.
Okay, what are examples of hedonism then? As she scuttles to look whether she's got the definition of hedonism right. Okay, hedonism has to include sensual self-indulgence.
Hedonism, I think you're proactive about it. And I know that when I press play on Netflix on Notting Hill, I'm proactive about it. But usually I'm wearing pajamas or tracksuit pants I should have put in the wash probably 3 weeks ago with a huge pile of ice cream, and it's all like stained and I have crumbs. And
have you been wearing those pajamas the whole day? Apparently that's a guilty pleasure.
No, that's my reality. I don't have pajamas, but I have tracksuit pants and shirts and stuff that I use for...
So wait, you dress up to come and see me?
Yeah, but I didn't wash this morning. Usually I shower before I come, but today I thought...
That's lovely. I don't know what to say. I shouldn't have made you a cup of coffee. There's got to be some incentive to wash.
No, I can have coffee. I can bring coffee from home.
Okay. Yeah, you could.
Yeah, I could. No, but hedonism, it's seeking and it's just obsessing only with giving yourself pleasure.
So I see what you mean by intentional. Like hedonism is, I'm going to go...
This is what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything else except seeking for pleasure. Guilty pleasure is...
A cheeky Nando's.
Oh, I get the... I'm twitching. I hate it when I'm just going to have a cheeky Nando's.
I don't even understand.
I don't understand this word cheeky. It's like, what cheeky?
Oh wait, the word cheeky is a problem, not Nando's.
No, not Nando's.
Oh, okay.
It's the cheeky. It's like a cheeky bicky. Oh, fuck off.
Isn't it just having a Nando's? I don't understand.
No, it's anything. It's like a chicken. What's cheeky about having Nando's?
I don't know. I think we're
You're just having chicken.
Which can't be a guilty pleasure. Well, maybe just vegans, it's a guilty pleasure.
I think now we are going to be bombarded with hatred because you implied that some vegans would actually sneak once in a while and have chicken. You just now created... It's Laun who said it. Please divert all hatred towards her. Thank you. Because I know vegans are perfect. For me, it's really just when it comes to cultural stupid things that are... What are you so excited about?
Because hedonism apparently is a philosophy.
Is it?
Hedonism is the ethical theory that pleasure is the highest good and proper aim of human life.
Basically it is. But you should seek pleasure, whether from your family life, from your work, from everything.
Pleasure is kind of sometimes seen as a dirty word. Like people, you see all this millennial stuff where millennials don't know how to work hard. They just want to have fun all the time. You're like,
yeah, but this is what this is what I don't want to talk about millennials. First of all, but
I'm just using it at this whole thing where they don't know how to work hard. They only want to have fun. And like, well, I mean, let's not forget.
I only want to have fun because I'm a girl, and girls just want to have fun.
Nice, Madonna. You just knitted that in very well.
No, that was Cindy Lauper. Shame on you.
Oh, you're right. And I do love Cindy Lauper.
Now, Cindy, join the vegans. Hatred towards Laun.
I feel guilty.
Yeah, and there is no... But I have the pleasure.
Okay, so another one apparently women like is a guilty pleasure is sleeping in. I don't know what I'm speechless.
When they say women like sleeping in as a guilty pleasure, they probably refer to women with small children because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to wake up early and let your man sleep.
Because he needs to sleep because
he's working.
He's working. You're not. Yeah.
No,
so,
what did you do the whole day? To all the moms that are staying at home with their kids at the moment and listening to this podcast, what the fuck did you do the whole day, huh?
Again.
Look at you. Did you even change your clothes? Did you speak to another human being except the baby? No. So wake up at fucking 5 a.m. and let the man, embrace his manhood and sleep.
Okay, now, for me, I don't understand. We have this exercise routine in our house. It's really loose. It's called a dance party. So we put on music and we dance. There's nothing guilty about it. It's just being with my family and having fun. And it's not like it's taking me away from something else I should be doing.
Yeah.
It's the thing I should be doing.
Yeah.
So it scares me that women think that's a guilty pleasure.
You didn't say what it is.
Oh, dancing like no one is watching. Because no one is watching.
Exactly. So dancing like no one is watching when I'm in my kitchen or in my living room or in my bedroom, not in the bath. That is dangerous. Do not dance, whether somebody is watching or not, when you are in the bath.
Have you done this?
Not on purpose. But let's put it this way. Sometimes I did put my foot the wrong way as if I'm trying to do the pasadoble. I was just trying to get in and then,
Acrobatic.
50 shades of purple later. But these are the women's stuff. What about the men's stuff?
Yeah, I didn't look into that.
Oh, you should, because I really want to know what men is hoarding clothes.
Yes.
Hoarding generally, it's not a guilty pleasure. It's actually a mental condition that needs to be looked at.
I agree. I don't think it's a
and
guilty
treated.
pleasure.
I don't think it's no.
Wait. My favourite is fantasizing. That's a guilty pleasure now for women. Fantasizing.
So, what?
This complaining is complaining. Complaining is now a guilty pleasure.
Complaining is the fiber of my fucking life. If you take away complaining, it's not that you are taking away the only pleasurable thing. You are basically that you are unplugging me.
I just need to check something with you. Fiction,
Yeah.
on a continuum, is generally unrealistic, right? Science fiction particularly.
Yeah.
So apparently that's a guilty pleasure. Reading unrealistic fantasy novels. Seriously, this is horrendous. So
It's reading novels. Reading literature.
Reading literature is a guilty pleasure. But I love it. It's unrealistic fantasy novels. As if fantasy was ever realistic.
Yeah. No, there is some fantasy that is realistic.
That's called magic realism.
I know.
Let's not get confused. And that's my favorite genre.
Do you want to tell me that Harry Potter is not real? Do you want to tell me that the reason there aren't wizards living amongst us, this is unrealistic fantasy as opposed to the realistic fantasy?
Look, if you weren't in the room,
J.K. Rowling, you've cheated me.
I didn't say
You've
anything.
wronged me.
I would comment, but you're in the room. So if I want to make a comment, I think
I know the
leave.
thing is, you were already an adult when it came out. Why are you reading children's book, all those condescending bastards? Because it's fucking good.
Don't underrate young adult fiction. There is
Yeah,
some
I know.
really good young
I
adult
know.
fiction. I read it. I don't. It's not a guilty pleasure. I'm not going to apologize for it. There's some really good YA stuff out there, and adults should be reading it too. There's some good stuff.
I want to know what is considered to be a guilty pleasure for men, because it's like for women, as I said, it's all fluff and shit. But what's going on with the men? Or men are never guilty, all their pleasures are valid. Unless I have a guess, before we check. Yeah.
All their pleasures are valid, didn't you know?
Of course, there are men. Men, not a men. Not all men are a men. Some of them are men.
Come back.
Sorry, no, because I refer to it as a men instead of men. Mm-hmm. As if there is only one man in the world and his pleasure is...
Well, if there was only one man in the world, that's pretty much how it would be.
Yeah, probably. Anyways, what I'm saying, it's like what this stupid thing is considering as men's guilty pleasure, I bet you it's all the girly stuff that men are not supposed to enjoy. So now please share with me the actual, items of men's guilty pleasures.
So I mean, I'm thinking about watching sport. Do men see that as a guilty pleasure? No, they just see it as pleasure.
It's their birthright.
Yeah, it's not even pleasure. It's a birthright. You're right. Drinking beer, birthright.
Drinking alcohol in general.
Birthright.
Birthright, yeah.
What else? What?
Farting.
Okay, so apparently a guilty pleasure for a man is getting dressed up. I don't know a man who enjoys getting dressed up.
What do you mean getting dressed? A lot of men like the 3-piece suit or the,
Yes.
black tie.
I have
and
to
they
understand
don't
it's not
feel
all
guilty
men.
about...
This is not true for all men all of the time. As in, things are not true for all women all of the time.
Yeah, but the whole point of this is generalizing, but why getting dressed up would be a guilty pleasure for men and not for... Because it's considered to be a feminine trait.
Sad as that may seem. I don't know what to do with getting their dance on, so I'm just moving on.
Yeah.
The love for cooking thing is born out of...
I don't know. It's like all the cooking shows have been so big in the past decade, at least, if not longer, that why would they? I thought, I don't understand.
I remember watching or reading something at the time of the Jamie Oliver phenomenon.
But why was it a phenomenon?
Because it made it cool. Phenomenon. It made it cool for a man to be in the kitchen. Yeah. Girly music. What is... I mean, I know...
What is girly... No. I want to know. What is girly music? I'm asking... Yeah, what? What's her face?
I think it's like Celine Dion, Barbara Streisand.
What's girly about it?
I don't know. Doesn't say.
I don't understand why it's music for girls.
I don't
or
either.
For women or for...
I think it's because of that whole of rom-com, lovey-dovey, romantic element. Think of Celine Dion, post-80s.
I still don't get it. Why is it considered...
Because it's this romantic idea of marriage, of love, of relationships. The true one, he will save me. He will make everything fine.
Yeah. But yeah, let's carry
I
on.
know.
What other... Oh my God, it's for women thing. Is
Shopping till they drop online. Definitely one of those girly things, supposedly.
Yeah, I don't even go into that. Or maybe they're doing online shopping for TVs and phones and
gifts.
Gadgets.
Gadgets. So that might be a guilty pleasure for men, gadgets.
No, I don't think it's a guilty pleasure for men. Men love talking
It's
about
a necessity.
Yeah, it's like...
So is it...
I gadget, therefore I am.
I like gadgets too. So pampering themselves is an interesting one. Because I think men...
What does it mean, pampering themselves?
I'm just... Yeah, it could be anything.
No, I don't think... When was this thing written? It sounds like it was written... Yeah, it sounds like it was written in the 70s.
We just looked up something random because we felt we had to have a balance, because we're always looking for balance.
Yeah,
balance between
balanced.
men talking about men and women. But, it was just a last minute kind of...
No, but the thing is, it's only things that are considered to be girly. And on this list, which we are not going to go into any of the other, details anymore because it's pissing me off. And pampering themselves, what is it? The 1970s, that if a man put a moisturizer, I don't understand this list. It doesn't feel like it was written in 2016. I think whoever wrote it maybe was an agony aunt in the 1970s. I have no idea.
It's a gross generalization, but all lists are.
Yeah, I know, but this sounds really weird. It's... Half of the things on this list are things that, not half, actually 90% of the things on this list are considered to be what women do.
So I have a question.
And I don't know what women do as opposed to what men do nowadays.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I know you say you only read about 3 sentences, but imagine you read more. When you're looking up information on the internet, there's issues of credibility, there's all those kind of things. But barring those, are you more likely to look at 10 ways to understand this or just an article about?
Depends what it is. I tend now I stoop to the level of YouTubing it.
So you'd rather watch a video of it than read an article about it.
Yeah.
So
this is how I learned how to, I don't know what it's called on my boiler, when the things you can do by yourself, like the pressure, how to release the pressure or up the pressure if it fucks up. It's not, this is how I learned to bleed radiators because I came from a country that has no radiators.
Yeah, this whole bleeding radiator concept is strange.
Yeah, so I learned a lot of things while watching YouTube videos and it's so much fun. It's much better than for me reading it,
I do wonder how they keep a straight face sometimes.
Why?
Well, because it's
A plumber bleeding a
sometimes
radiator.
quite mundane. Like,
You mean you are surprised how come they don't fall asleep while doing the video? It's not keeping a straight face. It's not like they're talking about something funny or full with puns. They're actually,
yes.
Some heaters heavy.
You wouldn't watch that video.
Probably not. Usually they're way too perky.
Well, yeah, they're excited about what they're sharing with you.
But what annoys me, if it's a British instruction video and they try to do the American thing.
You mean they're sort of bubbly exuberance?
Yeah, very loud and today. No, it's like you're British. Pull yourself together. Do sarcasm. Do cynicism. Do irony.
So you landed on the right part of the world then?
Yeah, I couldn't bear it. I can't bear.
I'm going off piste completely now. If you were in a porn film and your co-star said, "Do you want to play with my Lego?" What would you say?
As long as I don't have to step on it. Or sit on it. Or insert it. Fuck! Can you imagine?
Ooh! Porn with Lego! Ooh!
Ow! It's not even like sadomaso thing, like the hot wax and bondage and stuff. Bloody! I'm sure now I will have to look for it. Is there a fetish with sex and Lego? Like people that find it... You don't know what you've done. People that find it exciting they don't even have to be naked. They just have to be barefoot, stepping on Legos.
So do you know
Walking on Legos.
About 2 or 3 years ago, Lego had a special Christmas edition
Sitting on Legos.
of Lego slippers. Special slippers.
Yeah, but then you would have the flat side. It's not like you're stepping on Lego in the middle of the night.
And I'm not sure if it was a April Fool's, and there was another one of a special
Probably.
Lego vacuum cleaner that as it slurped is the wrong word, maybe up the Lego, it would sort it. I mean, I don't know how, but it would sort it. These must be dreams people have. But yes, so you're going to look up Lego porn.
Yes.
So you know what a colonic irrigation is?
Yes.
So there is this,
Never had the pleasure of one, guilty or not, because it's something I don't want to do.
I'm not sure if there's pleasure involved, but you'll feel cleaned out.
I don't know. I'll wait for when it's surgically needed, before a certain surgery that probably you have to do this. But but some people get a kick out of it.
The medical profession is not a fan of colonic irrigation. So I must have watched a program or something where they said in every colonic irrigation this person had done, they found a piece of Lego. So in theory, we've all got a piece of Lego stuck
now
in
I have to look for Lego porn. My God!
This is my favorite fact that I'm not sure is a fact.
Bloody hell! It's brilliant.
So can I tell you more about...
But the thing is, why do they call it colonic irrigation? It's enema.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I know, because some of the... We are doing coffee colonic
So apparently,
irrigation.
like little things come out that, like random toys come out in your Lego.
So maybe if my co-star asks me about what was it?
Okay. If you were in a porn film and your co-star... If you were in a porn film and your co-star...
No, you don't have to, because it's like...
Okay. Said... Will you play with my Lego? What would you say?
Only if you are going to give me a colonic irrigation afterwards. Oh my God, it's the best thing I've heard all day.
I feel really important now.
And I don't think you need to ask me, we don't, that's it. We are done. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but I do have more to tell you.
Oh, fuck.
About it. So why the Lego thing came out.
I'm going to cut it out, so...
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Have a listen.
Okay.
Why it came up is because I went to a talk called Why Modern Work Makes Us Miserable. And an example was given of a corporate therapy. This is what I call it. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Like a team building thing.
Yeah.
And the fact that people hate them.
Yeah.
And so there's a whole industry called Lego Serious Play.
Oh, yeah, that I know. I saw a documentary about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Now I'm interested.
That it's adults and it's competition. It's like, it's a big thing.
Right. So apparently we're done.
Yes, we are done. Thank you for listening. I'm going to look now for Lego porn.
And my
Google it up. Alexa, can you search for Lego porn, please?
So I just want to say my guilty pleasure is an obsession with the idea of Lego. I can't actually play with it. I just love the idea of it. I like buying it. I like hearing about what can be done with it. I like watching TV programs about it, but I don't really want to touch it.
Alexa, can you mute Laun and look for Lego porn?
You have been listening to the Woman on the Edge of Attainment podcast with me, Laun Bowman.
And me, Osnat Krupnik-Mas.
If you enjoyed it, subscribe, like, and share with as many people as possible.
If you disliked it, share it with as many people as possible, so they can suffer too, the bastards.
Follow us on Twitter at WTEApod or on our Facebook page. You can also email us on WTEApod@gmail.com or stalk us individually on Twitter at @B_Laun
and Mas Life. Music by audionautics.com.